Hi. So this is a bit different because new setup, and I don't know. Basically, I'm working on people. I'm doing these sessions, and I'm finally sort of like getting a different look at how things are. Like a lot of times we're looking at like, hey, we're the victims, we're being attacked, and we're looking at how we're suffering. We're going through so much, and it's really hard to handle. And we're looking, whose fault is it? Who's responsible for that? Like, why me? Why am I getting all this shit? And we usually look at ourselves as a victim, which is understandable. Like, it's logical. We're suffering, we're not feeling good, and the other party there is happy with it, and they're doing it again. So it's kind of like a daily thing, daily fight and all. But what I'm looking into is that a lot of these bad guys, a lot of these beings targeting us, is actually, they're actually connected to us in a way we don't really think about it. And what I'm talking about is actually they're friends, they're beings we know, and it's actually like a subject. I don't know, maybe difficult to grasp, but here's the thing. So in this life, we're experiencing a lot of issues. We have our own interests, and then we go through lots of ups and downs, like this emotional roller coaster. We're doing good, we're doing bad, and there's a lot of hard shit. Like it's not like this life is easy. No, it's really hard. And for some people, it's hell. I look at people who are so loving, who have so much to give, like they have such passion, and they're going through so much. It's like, why? Why them? Like it seems like that person has all to give us just love and so much creativity and so much, and it's just like nonstop bad thing one after another. Like no support from anyone, nothing. It's crazy. And as I'm looking into people, why are they going through this? Why do they have so much stuff? I'm looking into their past lives, like first to find out their origins. Why are these beings interested in us? Why are they targeting us? And then you look at us being godlike beings. In our past lives, we have so much. We are the architects, we're creators, we create planets, we create, you know, new races, new beings, new structures. We go into wars, we're super soldiers, we choose sides, and we do so much. We live for the zillions of years, we live for so freaking long that we do everything. We do good and bad. We try out new bodies and stuff. Like being human is kind of cool, like this grid body. People have fun with it and all. It's crazy, but you try out to being in the reptilian body. I've had a past life once with being reptilian. It's freaking crazy. It's so freaking good. You have this super strong body. You can lift things. You are fast. You are intelligent. Like what human body grasps, like, oh, we're so smart and we can think with math and other things. And we have scientists here on Earth, and like we look at like how these people are super intelligent. You look at reptilian babies freaking smarter than the most badass human we have here on Earth. It's crazy. By the intelligence. I'm talking about the intelligence, not the conscious level where like they're super spiritual and stuff. No. The intelligence, the things they can grasp and think simultaneously, like it's amazing. So there are tons of these advanced races. And so we live in different bodies. Sometimes we're human, sometimes we're like kind of like anthropomorphic, where it's like kind of like wolf, like a human being, and it's kind of like standing and has arms and everything. And it's like a whole world of like these animal beings. Like you look at like a animated movie like Zootopia. Well, there are worlds like that. Our worlds where our favorite animals walk on two legs, they're wearing clothes and they're talking and they have jobs and stuff, and everyone's happy. And sometimes you're not. There's actually like lots of variations, but you know we try all kinds of lives. We live everywhere. We do everything. You live and like you, we have lots of experiences where we're happy, we're doing good, we're in love, and again and again and again, we're enjoying this life until like I'm kind of bored of the same old stuff. Let's try something new. And then we pick new bodies. We do something new. We kind of like try out the bad stuff. What does it feel like to kill? What does it feel like to crash a ship somewhere? What does it feel like this? And so we try some of the things we call bad here on Earth. And with all the variety, we try it out, and then we live a life where we find friends as reptilian or someone else, and now you have a full life there. You have friends there, you have family, you have people you care for and about and all the stuff. And then things that happen in your past life carry over and have some connection here. So I'm talking about this because there's a lot to bring over from the past lives. For example, in movies we watch how, let's say, a main hero is talking to his buddy and he's about to go to this war zone and saying, if I go sideways, set me straight, if I do this, kill me. They really have this great purpose, great passion, and their values are really strong. And if they know that if their goal is here and they go sideways, their buddy, their best friend, is going to bring them back and give them on the right way, either that or kill them, kind of like they have values and stuff. And that's kind of like movie stuff, like heroic, we like our heroes and stuff. But this is us doing the same old stuff out there in the multiverse. Like, it's not like these movies are like science fiction. Like, no, it's a freaking reality show. These writers have been in the past as these writers like um George Lucas, who created Star Wars, and all these people writing all these awesome movies. They can remember their past life. It seemed like, oh, I just dreamed it up, oh, I just thought of it. No, you freaking remembered it. You're just not aware that you have these like things in your past life and stuff. But um in their past life, for example, we might live as reptilian, we might live as an amphibian, a Naki, whoever. And you have a life where, you're working there, you love your body, you love your family, you're gonna protect your people. And here this is just like kind of like it's the nature of those beings. For example, it's just like their goal, like, okay, our thing is to protect our planet and control, and like like these beings are bad and they're kind of like our slaves. It's like, hey, look at the chickens, cows, cattle. They are slaves to humanity. We feed them, we raise them, we eat them. No one freaking feels guilty except people who are being vegans, who are vegetarians, who love animals. Everyone else is like, yummy burger, and watching their show and stuff. They don't give a fuck. They don't. It's like, oh, poor animal died, but it came and it's gone. They don't think about it. Same over there. They look at humanity like, oh, cattle, we can get some energy. Yay, let's go. No one cares. So, us being in a different body, looking on Earth, food, awesome. So basically, same old stuff happens there. And so, as the main hero and our planet being another being, we decide to, from now on, we're really going to be like this. And our goal is to, let's say, make sure that there's no sharing of information, that everyone's kind of like dumbed down, we control humanity, stuff like that. And you tell to your best friend that, like, if I end up there and if I share the truth, stop me. And there's a lot of these variations where we have groups of people we trust out there, of our friends, our families, our soldiers and stuff like that, where we tell them something that we're gonna do, and if we go sideways, set us straight, bring us back home or something, and we end up here. Because there's a lot of ways to get here on our own free will. Sometimes we're aware we're getting here, sometimes we're here against our own free will. So a lot of variations happen. We end up here, and people wake up, and they're like, oh, this place is fucked. I need to tell everyone, because when people rise up, we're going to have our power back. And yay, we're on the hype train. And eventually, I'm looking at this point where we're being attacked by our friends because they try to get us back on the track. Because in the past lives, we had a different goal. And here we are fucking it up. I'm bringing this up to your awareness, something to think about. It's not like it's a really bad thing, because it is pretty easy to solve once you are aware of the situation. Okay, like, hey, okay, so this is my favorite thing. Let's say sharing your own truth and trying to bring this awareness to people, trying to bring love to humanity, some other stuff, something that in this life is really precious and important to you. Focus on something that really is a thing for you. Because in your past life, it was the opposite. It's not like everyone will have this thing going, but for people who are going through something harsh, it's going to be a thing. So if you have something harsh going on, that, like, you're passionate, but there's just one block after another. Let's say doing these kind of people and helping out and stuff like that. Maybe back then I had a past life where, like, I'm just like gonna suppress people and not gonna let them talk about it and stuff. Tons of variations. Hell, I lived for billions of years. I've been a murderer and stuff. Like, I've killed people there. I'm not a sane, I'm not a sane person and stuff. But that being said, if we look at what we're passionate about, what we care about in this life and stuff, and where we have these hardships, we can assume that those groups, let's say our buddies from the past life, or family members, someone else, they are trying to set us straight because we say some dumb shit that we didn't think about, and this stuff carried over into this present life. now that we are aware where specifically we have these agreements and stuff, we can decide like, oh, okay, so you might have some awareness of who's messing with you. It might be race, might be reptilians and stuff. You might guess it. You might just like, oh, what if this? It's okay, guess it. You don't really have to know about it, but leave it some freedom. It's not like, you might be know-it-all thing. Like, no. You might not remember your past lives. It's fine. It's okay. But as a practice, think about like a group of beings who would try to stop you, who would try to bring you straight, who try to, really get back on track with you and stuff. And simply, hey, in the past life, I might have said something to you, but this life is different. And I no longer agree to anything I said in that lifetime. So all the beliefs, all the decisions, all the agreements, all the things I said in that life or like that life is no longer, a thing. I revoke it all. I'm no longer connected to it. And basically, you connect the track and to that group that was trying to bring you straight, you say like, bye-bye. I no longer want you to help me. I'm done. And so you sort of like cut the connection. And these people are like, oh, well, we're free of our duty then, because it's not our duty to help you anymore. It's not our duty to keep our word and try to help you out. Like, no, you release them from yourself because you were the one making the decision to have you be free, be helped and stuff. And so it's kind of like take the responsibilities. It's a big thing. And it's one of the ways to look at life, like basically take responsibility and assume that beings trying to mess with you, beings trying to stop you, are actually the ones trying to help you. It's just that we look at ourselves as a victim. We don't look at ourselves like in the past life, we asked them to help us. We asked them to do this for us. And here we're like, why are you attacking me? Like, no. They're trying to help you out. You just don't remember that stuff. And it feels like you're being attacked when they're trying to bring you straight, kind of like that. So once you cut them loose, like, okay, your mission is done here. Goodbye. They're like, whew, that was a tough one. Thank you. Bye now. And they leave. And they're happy. And you're happy as well. So I'm not saying it's going to work for everyone, but it's definitely something to try out because some people might have these connections. We don't think about it. We see ourselves as a victim. We see ourselves like, hey, we're being attacked. We're being stopped and stuff. We're having so many blocks. And we don't really consider that it's the other party that we ask help of. We ask their help, we ask their support and stuff in the past life. We come here, we forget everything. And these agreements might be made millions, thousands of years ago. It might be like you're on the 27th dimension having tea, and you're like, if I ever am a dumb human trying to share information and trying to talk about these things, stop me. And they're like, sure thing, boss. And here you are, human, sharing information. And they're like, trying to target you and stuff. So I'm just talking here. But anyway, something to keep in mind. And look at these things. Look at these parts. So something that, areas where you're experiencing tons of these blocks, try to assume that there are groups of beings actually trying to help you. Cut them loose of their duty, of their thing. And all of a sudden they're going to be free. And you're free. So these groups are no longer agreeing to that thing, and you might have a better life. So that being said, hopefully this will give you some insights and some ideas that you can work with and maybe help yourself. So you take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.